Hello, Prim friends. So I was walking around Seville Antiques, which is where I'm at right now, and I was thinking, where should I start? Where is a good spot to start videoing here in the shop? And I thought, what better place than to start kind of where we sort of left off with the last video. And we are in Diane Garner's booth here at Seville Antiques. And if you haven't checked out my video where we went shopping her barn and her garage at her home, you definitely want to take a look at that one. Sort of a behind the scenes, what this particular antique dealer has in her storeroom and barn area to pull from to do all of these shows. Now, this weekend, you may want to watch if you are coming to the Zor Antique Show, because not only does Diane have all of the inventory that you'll see in that video at her home and barn garage, but she also has the inventory that's here at Seville Antiques and a whole nother set of things that are at Zor. So if you see something in any of these videos that you are interested in, just reach out. I will be able to get you in touch with her as well. Diane does ship predominantly the smalls, but because she does do shows all over sort of this part of the country, if there is something that you see and you are kind of in, let's say, North Carolina, she will be in that area as well at the Liberty Show. So, things can possibly always be arranged. So this right here is Diane Garner's booth, and like I said, she does ship. Those crocks are wonderful. Lots of the oil lights, oil lamps. These wonderful bread boards. What a great collection. And a nice sawbuck table. And this was interesting. I had not seen this before, but she had crushed nutmeg as a bowl filler. I can just imagine the wonderful warm scent that gives off. Here's a neat little shelf that has a nice early red or kind of a salmon color to it. Nice paint for sure. All right, so we'll just continue on. We'll go around Seville Antiques today. Now, Seville Antiques is located at 14 Milton Street, Seville, Ohio, and this shop has about 5,000 square feet of predominantly all primitives, early American, high country antiques. You probably won't find another place this big, this many dealers, and all doing this style. Look at those wonderful early corbels, and they are square nailed. And I love that painting on the wall there with the sheep, a little boat on the water, or a few boats on the water. That is really, really pretty. There's a neat fractor. Gorgeous. Edward Christian Dull, D-U-L-L, Polly. I'm seeing some names in there. Peter Klein, Nancy Koffenberger, 1832. Oh my gosh, can you imagine if that was your name or your family's name to find something like that? So again, the shop has about 5,000 square feet, 30 some dealers, and some dealers have retired, and we have new dealers on their way in. So that will be really fun and exciting to see what kind of wonderful pieces that they are bringing to Seville. Now, Seville is, gosh, I hate to say wrong. I will put the amount of time on the screen. Maybe an hour from Zoar, Ohio. And this weekend, this Saturday and Sunday, the last weekend in July, is an amazing antique show as well as artisans show, both right there on the grounds at Zoar, Ohio. And that is a really unique town. It was founded by a group of German separatists. And the architecture, the gardens, and I will be bringing you a video from there as well. So are you going to Zoar? Let me know in the comments if you are going. The nice thing is that is a 2-day show. And so if you're not able to make it on Saturday, go on Sunday. This is just not one of those shows that, you know, if you're not there in the first 15 minutes, it's not worth it. Could not be further from the truth. That is a fabulous show. And again, the artisan tent, specifically with some of our country's really best primitive and folk art artists. These are the names that you see all the time in the magazines. Same with the dealers who will be there. Now this is Margie's booth from Gleaner Antiques. She has a booth here in Seville, and she does have Gleaner Antiques that is in Ashland, and she has a wonderful collection here in Seville. Beautiful peg rails. Margie also does ship. So again, if you see something that you're interested in, she does ship antiques, and she actually ships the large ones as well, so not just smalls. So we'll go on down the hallway this way. You know, you kind of try to figure out which way to go. Let's go down here first. This is also Margie's pieces here on this wall area. Look at those beautiful pieces of ironstone. Oh, love the little concrete sheep and all those fabulous ironstone platters. This is another fun booth back here. Always different. Each time I come, I'm always seeing things that are different. That looks like something off of maybe off of a tractor. International sign. Kerosene. Love the old wooden stenciled signs. Look at the size of that wooden bowl. That is just huge. Love that lip on that. Beautiful turned bowl. Am I seeing a price in here? Nice handled butter paddle. Here is another one. Large wooden bowl. Yep. Beautiful price on that as well. Did I see that right? Let me make sure. $95. Yeah, you want to get here. So it is only about an hour from Seville, or Seville Antiques is only about an hour from Zoar. So if you're coming into town for Zoar, or you just happen to be in the area, this is most definitely worth the road trip. That's neat. Tiger maple T-square. Can't say I've ever seen something like that made out of tiger maple. This looks like bird's eye maple. Yes. A bird's eye maple wooden plate. That is just stunning. Look at that figure on that plate. Beautiful. Beautiful pieces. There's an early mallet. So we'll go on down this way. But yes, sometimes dealers will retire and then we get somebody new into the shop This is Dennis Schroeder's booth, Dennis and Barb. They were in, I want to say, the first of this year, Primitive Place magazine. If I am not mistaken, I do think they were in the early one this year. Beautiful pieces, lots of smalls. Love this little cupboard. Look on the back. It looks like maybe a fruit box on the back. Love the recycling that our forefathers did. Not wanting to waste anything or go out and buy new. They used what they had. Great life lesson. Some more wonderful boxes. Some fun books. Here, good stories, some children's books. They do have some cabinet pieces on sale. That black cupboard, I'm seeing a price tag there of $125. This little red cupboard here, $210 from $279. So yeah, some nice sale prices here as well. Like the early mirrors, baker's. Maybe that's a chocolate box. Nice little salt box. What is this piece? Grinding wheel bench. Oh, I could just see that inside or outside on a porch. What a wonderful piece. Very different. Very unusual. And this is Gina Hen's booth. Gina owns Seville Antiques and always has her area just loaded. Fun pieces like that primitive desk, the slant top. These are always great, you know, if you don't have a table or something to put it on the end of your kitchen counter. You know, put your cell phones in there, your cords, whatever, get that all out of the way. Put a little, your calendar on top of it. There's several wooden bowls up there in that wooden crate. This, another piece, again, doesn't have to be on the floor or on a table. It's hanging on the wall. Gina really does a wonderful job of using all of that wall space. Definitely goals there. And there looks like a bucket bench of some sort, and that is also hanging on the wall. And look how sweet that is staged with a little 3-shelf, 2-shelf, bookshelf maybe on the bottom, filled with the yellowware. The biscuit company tin. Really neat. There's an old cobbler's bench. And I've kind of gone round and round in my head. I don't know why I haven't bought it yet. I love that vintage antique sale sign. Just love it. Love the colors of it, the red, white, and blue. Really, really cute. That might need to come home with me. What do you think? Comment below. Should I bring this home with me? That is adorable. Again, another cabinet just filled. Cookie cutters, all kinds of wonderful things. Fresh Leghorn eggs for sale. What a great sign. So this is Matt Erschman's booth. He is one of the dealers that is always just a fabulous booth in the best of the best prim antique shows. That's a neat corner cabinet there. I do have a spot in the Cape. I know there's two things that I'm looking for, especially a hanging corner cabinet. I don't want the whole bottom part. I've got one on the other corner. Just something really, I'll know it when I see it. Do you do the same thing? You know what you want. You just have to find it. Or it has to find you, maybe. This cupboard is just amazing. Ground glue, sweet marjoram, sodium hyposulfate, laurel leaves, German chamomile, sage. You know, was this in a pharmacy? Flaxseed, pumice. Was it from a hardware store, perhaps? Really neat harvest basket. Love that. And these peg racks also are wonderful. So, what are you looking for? So I've told you one of the things that I'm looking for. Well, and you already all know that I'm always looking for the hog scraper candlesticks. But what is something that you specifically are looking for? This booth is a little bit empty right now, and my guess is because he has brought some things. I would not be surprised if he is setting up at Zor this weekend also. 3 American beauties, like American Rose, maybe, the eagle and the flag. And then more eagles here. Beautiful painting. So let's head in. Again, you're going to hear that legendary sound here in just a minute. There it is. That's your hello when you walk into Seville Antiques. This is Lori Hollow's booth also. She has this entrance area, just beautiful pieces. A great square nailed tavern table there, wonderful paint. These green chairs with these wonderful little finials. They look like acorn tops. And that beautiful pair of 18th century chairs. I love that color. Sort of an apple green color. This booth here is Grace Brock's booth. She's got a great collection of crocks, some beautiful antique pieces. Here's a really pretty frame, and then the little very delicate sampler there, and the frame also looks to be bird's eye maple. Here is a beautiful burl bowl, gorgeous. Love the railroad lanterns. Here, Deborah Priest's booth. That's a really unique desk. I wonder if that maybe was from like a train station or something. Wonder if she has a note here somewhere we could see. That is really unique. Or maybe it's from a church. Beautiful. And really unusual slate. Double-sided school slate, wooden pins and raised panels. Look at how that is a really long pair, and then on this side the raised wooden panels. That is beautiful. Very unique. There are the pair of silhouettes. She's always got some wonderful things. Saw her booth if you watched the other video. from Back to Our Roots. Deborah was there as well. This is Carol Schulman's booth. She has some gorgeous pieces as well, very unique, very special. And her booths right now, or her items, are 30% off. That quilt just grabs you, just pulls you right in. Grain painted trunk, another one here. And then she always has those beautiful art pieces. Joseph Schindel, Manor Township, Lancaster County. Just amazing early fracture style paintings. We'll head over here, Mary Floyd's booth. Oh, look at that beautiful bench with the woven seat. That would be gorgeous on a porch. Am I reading that right? Okay. Guys, you need to get here. We have some wonderful pieces. She's got $65 on that. Am I reading that right? Yes, I'm reading that right. Vintage love seat rocker. Great for porch or garden. Wow. So again, we're just about an hour or so from Zor. So it would be great. Come here first, shop, and then head to the Zor Antique Show and the Artisans tent as well. Or come after. Shop at Zor and then come here. The shop is open Saturday and Sunday. They're actually open here Wednesday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's a really pretty hanging corner shelf with several shelves. Very pretty. Early wall desk with cubbies and drawer, large dovetail, schoolmaster's desk. Oh, that is very lovely piece. And here an early barn lantern. That is not a reproduction. You'll often see repos of that. That is not one. Cindy Lasco's booth. Beautiful baskets and the rye baskets. I love this little box. Looks like with the early wallpaper on that. Oops. And it just closed. There we go. Neat piece. Love that humpback top. Really pretty. Dome top wallpaper box. Gorgeous. Again, another one of those little, or not that small, but a shelf unit that's hanging on the wall. It doesn't have to be on the floor. Again, another one of those decorating tips following these prim dealers, designers that have lived with these pieces for so many years. Put it on the wall. There's a game rack. More bowls. A stone fruit. Somebody that needs a new muffler out there. There are a set of sugar nippers. That's a nice big set. And then these sweet little early calico dresses for dolls. Oh my. Really pretty. Dry sink nice tall one. You don't often see them that tall. And here, I think his first name is Dennis, Workman's Booth. Look at all those wonderful graduated sizes of the pictures. Those are from Germany. It's just has a little bit different look from our American style of stoneware, but they are stunning, and the price is wonderful. He's got $60 on that large one, $30 on that one. Let's see, what is this one here? $35 on that one. What a stunning collection, or stunning display that would make. Here's a piece of the seaweed bowl, more crocks. All right, let's head down what they refer to as Corn Cob Lane. Little corner here, pretty cabinet. Beautiful crock and that flag. And this booth, this small little booth right here, I just love. I'm seeing that there's several things that have been sold that I was admiring. You snooze, you lose, guys. You know, my mom and I have often had this saying back and forth every time we kind of remind each other, you know, you don't regret the things you buy. You regret the things you didn't. Now you buy it, you can always sell it on these prim antique pieces. There's a neat drawer up there, a little shelf. A couple of vintage flags. Really cute. Love this little, small little watering can. Nice fireplace mantle also. Cute little stenciled green bench on the shelf. Really pops with that color. Here's Dean Hicks' booth. He always has some unique pieces like that iron piece, maybe from a garden gate or something. That is really neat. Make a beautiful accent on a wall, but maybe it could return to a garden. And I'm seeing a piece that resembles what we think of, kind of that shape of a thistle. That little wooden piece, a tall treen. That is really neat. There's an interesting finial, more garden pieces, the hitching post, beautiful basket up here on top. I love that shape. And then those handles on it also, gorgeous. This is Joe Rowe's booth. Lots of smalls, lots of prims, lots of the actual hog scrapers, not hog scraper candlesticks, but hog scrapers. Little spice box, the drying racks and the rug beaters. Some fun pieces. Another lovely booth. Look at that crock. Oh my goodness. It is an Ohio crock. Look at that decorating on there, that blue. That is stunning. Lots of the really pretty blue and white ironstone. And then some of the repos. There's a couple of row pottery pieces with the rooster, large treenware or peasware container, another one on top. I always try to mention, make sure you keep them moistened, maybe a damp sponge a couple times a year, especially when the heater's on and the air is especially dry. And that will just help keep the wood from splitting. I mean, it is its nature. She does have a beautiful bed for sale as well, so you could ask about that if you're here in the shop. This is another fun booth to kind of explore. Lots of smalls and kitchen pieces. Several tins. Lots and lots of ideas about how to display pieces can be found here at Seville Antiques. I think the weather is looking to be much better this weekend for the Zor Antique Show. I remember last year when I did the video, and I will link it in the description as well. So if you'd like to go to that, check it out. It will give you an idea of what kind of wonderful pieces and dealers will be there. But last year when I was doing the video on that Friday, it was storming, absolutely storming. The amount of water that was coming down was amazing, and I really had wanted to go and bring you some video footage of the garden that is there. It is a very uniquely designed and very specifically designed the way that it is by the German separatists who had settled in Zor. Zor is an area that has a dam, and for a while there had been talk about needing to potentially flood that amazing historic town, I believe in order to do repair to the dam, and it would have destroyed the town. So I don't think that went over well with not only the community, but also those who are historians and love just how incredible that community has maintained their buildings. And so you don't hear that anymore. Good for all of them. This booth, I saw a sign here somewhere. Let's go back. Lots and lots of smalls here. This is 20% off everything here in this booth. Again, we have some dealers that are retiring. And so when that happens, that's a perfect opportunity to come in and buy. A couple more of the snowbirds. Those are wonderful displaying on your mantle if you aren't using them actually on the roof. I know my mom and dad have one on their living room mantle. And then several flags, the early vintage flags, as well as a whole collection of the hog scraper candlesticks. This is a neat booth as well. Linda Clayton. I think it's Linda. I hope I'm saying that right. That would be bad if I forgot. Thyme, sage, oregano. That sign is from barrel staves. Really cute. Cute booth. And that puts us back to Diane Garner's booth, and we're going to head the other direction and go on down the hallway towards mine. So this is down the hallway. Let me double check and see what the name of this hallway is. I think I know, but I want to make sure I say it right. Yes, Abbey Lane. So here down Abbey Lane, a few more dealers right here. There's a more contemporary piece, the candle box made from the tiger maple. Neat painting with a little log cabin and the shutters in the windows. Hand-painted primitive picture with documentation on the back. Nice little lantern. And I'll tell you, when you see my booth, it's kind of gotten empty. I sold a cabinet on the wall. I'm so happy that someone came and took that home with them, but that means that I need to be out there hunting for the next piece to fill that. Here's another booth. And I would imagine he will probably also be in Seville Antiques, in Zor. He was there last year. Some very, very unique pieces here. Look at that knight's sword. So, and here is my booth. This is Tweedthistle Primitives, and mine is here, and this area over here, and look what somebody took home with them. But yes, I definitely need to restock, and I have loads of things at home, kind of put off to the side, that I need to be bringing in, including just an enormous amount of gorgeous wool that I've already washed and torn, because you don't want to cut wool, into fat quarter-size pieces. So I will get on it. Now that the farm is pumping out blooms, my goal right now is to be getting the flowers out into the market stand. So again, if you're in the area, our farm stand is just, oh my gosh, I think we're 5 minutes. Once you're in your car and driving, we are maybe 5 minutes from Seville Antiques. Here, love the black cat with the marble eyes. The idea behind those was that it would, when the moonlight or whatever kind of light would glint in those marble eyes, it would frighten predators away that were maybe outside. So we have several of those at home. Oh my gosh, I have Crocs to bring in, the rug hooking wool, several other things. I need to get the price tags on them. Maybe I will get that done tonight. That cabinet is just stunning. It has wavy glass. Wavy meaning like the sand cast glass. This is not an old cabinet, but it is vintage, and it was just beautifully made. Pegs, you can see how it was constructed. Has a very pretty green in the back, and it is a two-piece piece. So for moving purposes, it is heavy, but it is much easier to move because it is in two pieces. And there's what I need to fill that hole. So, well, that's where we're at here, Seville Antiques. That desk. Still can't believe this is still here, but it's waiting. It's waiting for just that right, perfect person. So take care, everyone. I have more videos coming. I have a home tour coming up. I have Zor videos will be coming. There is no way to do Zor in just one video, so there will be several. You need to hit that subscribe and then ring that little bell. And that ringing that bell, if you see it, you push that little button, that will just tell you when the next video has been uploaded by me, so that you don't miss it. But there will be a bunch of them coming here in the next several days. So, and again, you do want to make sure that you are subscribed, because it's not just me. I do know that there are other channels all across the whole platform that sometimes something just happens and you are no longer subscribed to some of your channels. So whatever happens, for whatever reason, those things kind of happen, make sure you are subscribed. So take a look and double check. I'm so glad you came along on this tour with me here at Seville Antiques. Hopefully you saw some things that you just can't live without, and you're going to come for a visit, because I'll tell you what, Seville Antiques is well worth the road trip. Take care, everyone, and we're going to see you really soon in the next video.